Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Shores of Hazeron, episode 18 for the series. Last time we left off, we had run out of textiles to finish our airport, but no matter. I went ahead, flew all the way back to Photopia, grabbed myself some textiles, including an extra, just in case we have a mistake. Hopefully we don't, but we should be able to actually finish this now. Let's give it a try and see. Oh, that's right. Silly me. Oop, wrong screen. I've got to drop the crate, actually, to... There it goes. Ooh, as soon as I dropped the crate, it constructed it. Alright, I'll pick the crate back up, I guess, and carry it around with me for now. But there we go. That should do it. That should actually consider that. We should now be able to actually get resources here. Start up our ship real quick. I want to park it actually on the airport. Oh. Are we not? There we go. I was going to say, are we not on? What's going on? Oh, we got to go this way. And then... Alright, making some big corrections here. Just want to land it right there in the airport there so I'll be able to refuel it. Because as of right now, this is the only thing we have that can actually get us to... back to our home planet. Now, if I did things correctly, which I believe I did, we should be able to refuel this here. No. What did I do wrong? Maybe because it... No, I'm not really sure why. Maybe because it's an airport and not a... something different? Because it's not an airport repair shop? Provides repair services. Or the hangar. No, I think maybe it's just got to be this. I'm not sure. Either way, let's double check and make sure we can actually purchase things from here. So if I hail Lunaria, if I actually wanted to buy something, can I buy it through here? Like, if I wanted to buy textiles. Yep, Photopia has them. And I can buy them through the broker here. So everything seems to be working. It is very good. So if everything is working, then we should have no issues doing the very first thing. And that very first thing being setting up some roads. So we can actually get started here with mining. So what we'll do is we'll just run a road right along here, up into here, like so. The big thing is that we need to get some housing here so we can have citizens build a lot of this and run the factories and stuff for us. It'll be kind of a pain, but we'll get it all set up and ready to go. That'll be what a lot of this episode will be. Us getting all of the lunar base properly set up. Alright, we can put 2 mines here. So let's get those up now. Because that is what we're here for. We're here for the minerals, the rare minerals that are here. Luminite. Luminite being the first one that we want. 4. Yep, we want this to be luminite. All right, well, it's still saying alludium. Actually, I want to make it out of metal too. Luminite. Okay, well, we'll just switch it after it's done being built. Same with this one. Switch it after it's done being built. And actually, before I... Holy crap, I forgot that there's no... very little gravity, very little friction. Little gravity, so I actually just flew. I jumped like a mile. Before I build those, why don't I get a road up and get some housing and build the housing, so that way I can have some help with everything. It doesn't need to be crazy. We'll just build a small road off of here to add some housing to. This isn't going to be like a major moon base or anything. It's just literally going to be like a lunar mining station. That's what it is. It's just a big lunar mining station. I'm going to close this so you guys don't have to look at it. Alright, we'll work this real quick. Then we'll get some housing up. We'll just go for straight condominiums. I see no reason not to. Honestly, one of these at the highest level should, honestly, I would think be enough to pretty much provide everything this place needs. I don't think we'll have an issue with that. Now that I think of it, it's going to take a while for me to build this, right? Because I think the labor needed, that's just for one level, if I remember correctly. I'm going to turn that off. Back into here. Yeah, holy crap, it's going to take a while. Okay. Before I do that then, nothing wrong with dropping a house or two. Why don't we do that? Because I can build homes pretty quickly. I'm still going to build them 4 high. I'm just going to build one house 4 high. That'll offer me up some citizens. Crap. That'll offer me up enough citizens to help me construct all of these things, so that way I can do more of the plot placement on where everything needs to go. And these citizens can do more of the actual hard labor. I'm not trying to get my hands dirty. I am the emperor after all. So yeah, we're going to go, so 2 of these luminite mines. Then we'll get some, I think just 2. It should be more than enough. 2 luminite and 2 alludium mines. I really honestly think we'll do it perfectly fine. 1 here and here. I don't see any reason for having any more than that. I guess I could put 3 alludium mines since they'll fit. Why not? The more the better. But yeah, I don't really see needing anything more than that. Now we should get some citizens here. It'll take until I think the next like 15-minute city report mark. But once these citizens get here, they'll start constructing these buildings and such. Luckily, so I won't have to do all of that. And we don't have to worry about food, because food is going to be imported from our home cities. I don't think we could even grow food here. Actually, now that I think about it, I bet if we put... Yeah, we could grow food here. It'd probably just be like a greenhouse. I bet if I set up a farm, it would be a greenhouse. We're not going to worry about it. We don't need to grow food here, because food's all going to be imported from our capital city and our starting city. And so there's really no reason for me to waste my time setting up for food when we really just don't need it. But it might be something we do need in the future. That is a possibility. So if I need more food, if it does become an issue, What I'll do is I'll actually set up more food at the capital city. I don't know if I want to have food here. I mean, I do kind of want it to be self-sufficient. I want to rebuild this at some point, but not now. I think that'll be for later. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else a town like this will need. It's going to need its own power source eventually. I do want to get its own power source. Okay, so that's what we're going to need. So if we're going to do our own power, we'll do nuclear power. And if we're going to do nuclear power, we're going to need the radioactives. Now, there's plenty of radioactives chilling in the I guess you could say Empire stockpile, because I'm harvesting radioactives on other planets, or on our home planet, that is, in our other cities. So I don't really need a whole lot of, I don't really need to set up 4 radioactives here. However, I might as well harvest just in case something happens. The airport gets blown up, the broker gets blown up. I might as well be harvesting my own personal stockpile here in the city just in case something happens. There's really no reason not to. Plus, I want to build the nuclear power plant, and I kind of want to keep it away from where the housing is going to be for pure aesthetics. So let's build this road real quick. We'll throw up a mine as well. Let's actually put the mine down now, since our citizens should be coming shortly, and when they do get here, I want to make sure they start building everything I need. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to build the mine first. Or the road first. I've got to build the road first. How silly of me. There we go. Road is up. All right, now we can go with the mine. If we can grab it here. There we go. Radioactives. We'll go for 4 radioactives. And then let's set up the nuclear power station. Have that ready to go. No reason really not to. We'll go with the full 4 for that. I've got all the resources to build these things, so I'm going to build them. There. So that kind of gives us a little self-sufficient power area. Something happens. We lose, we lose communication with our home system. The planet gets blown out of oblivion. I don't know. Something god-awful happens. We'll be prepared and have power on our moon colony because of our power plant and our mine. Got to be prepared for the worst, A massive war breaks out, I want to be ready. And we might have to fall back to our lunar territory here, launch a counter assault. I mean, you never know. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm pretty excited because those are all possibilities in the future. I think we'll put another condominium up then while we're waiting. Because we're going to, let's see, so if we look at it this way, we're going to have people working the 5 mines. We're going to have people working at the mine over here. So 6 mines total. The power plant, there's going to be people working there. And we're also going to need some recreation for our citizens because they're not going to want to live on this moon colony and be bored out of their minds. So let's just preemptively expect that these guys are going to want some type of recreation. And so we're going to just prepare ourselves for that. Let's come off the road here a little bit and just come straight over here like so. This will give us an area to kind of add just a little bit more housing onto if I need to. But mainly, the most important part is going to be throwing up a couple of recreation places to keep morale high. And they'll tell me in the reports what they want to see. But I'm going to toss a few up right now that I know they're going to want, probably early off the bat. Or maybe actually I don't know. You know what? I should throw some warehouses down too. Warehouses will increase the storage capacity for the city. We're going to need a lot of alludium and luminite. And it's all going to have to get stored somewhere. There's massive stores of it Massive stockpiles, reserves of it. We're going to need it all. A church isn't a bad idea. A church and a casino. I feel like if I was to get stationed on a moon, the first thing I would want was an extremely ridiculously unneeded casino. I mean, we all know what the future of Earth's moon is anyways. It's just going to be one massive casino. Because why not? That's all Earth is going to be. It's just a big casino. So we'll throw up a grocery while we're at it. Just get that up there. Warehouses. That's something we got to think about too. Where do we want to put our warehouses? I don't see why right here is not a bad spot. Why don't we just throw up 2 warehouses? That sets us up for the future of storing all of our material. And so right now, we're looking pretty good. 5 mines up. 2 of them dedicated to alludium, right? That's what that one is, or illuminite, or alludium. I always get the 2 mixed up. I never know which one's actually the rare one and which one. Luminite. Okay, so this is the luminite. We got 3 set up for alludium. We've got 2 warehouses to store more materials in. We've got the nuclear power plant. A mine for radioactives, just to kind of give us that preemptive, that safety net. That'll store radioactives, which the power plant will burn off. And then we've got 2 condominiums, 16 levels. The 1 house to get the citizens started once they get over here with the first report, the first colony report, city report. And then 2 types of recreation. Also 16 high. It's going to take a while for the citizens to build all of this, because it is a lot of stuff. Also, excuse me. Oh, my throat's getting really scratchy. Also, when they do build all of this, I'm going to have to make sure I'm here so I can actually go through and kind of adjust all the mining. Make sure that we're not spending more than we're bringing in, mainly for the power plant. I just want to make sure that we're getting enough radioactives that we're actually creating a stockpile on Lunaria. So we have that stockpile to tap into if anything goes horribly wrong. I should probably be building something while I'm here, running my mouth. Because we really don't have anything else to put down, so I've really got nothing else for you guys as of right now. Let me throw this up real quick and give you guys a little rundown of what the plan is. So we'll get this lunar base up. That is the first plan. Have this fully constructed, operational, self-sufficient. After this is up, gonna head back to Futopia and hopefully construct some of our first starships. We're gonna need them to do some exploration. We've got lots of systems in the sector that we need to explore, figure out what's going on, figure out who's around us. We've come in contact with several alien races. If I actually check the Empire, I believe. Yes, lots of drop downs. We're actually under attack. I should have probably mentioned that. But we are under attack, but it appears to be a pirate that's attacking us. And our good friend Dean 2 had shot him out of the sky probably a couple weeks ago, I believe. He said it was. But that pirate somehow glitched, or something terrible happened, and he landed in our city. And now it's throwing off a distress that there's an enemy in the city, but really it's just a glitched out pirate. So hopefully that'll get settled. We put a bug report in, we'll see how that goes. But once that gets settled, we'll be able to go to our home city. I've got a couple buildings I got to throw up there, as well as construct our starships. After that, I think we're looking at probably that moon, or that planet. I'd like to go colonize that planet, or at least see what kind of resources are on it. What does that tell me? 3 metal. That's not right. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I don't know where this cough came from. How do I not have enough metal? Well, I coincidentally might actually have enough of these crates over here. But I'm going to have to look into that and see what happened. There is some metal. And some stone. Okay, let's head back over here and try to rebuild this. Now that I've got the 3 metal. But I really don't understand what's going on. There we go. It seems to have found 3 metal this time around. Don't really know what happened there. Well, I hope the other buildings don't do that. I'm going to hang around after this episode. Make sure all of these get constructed properly. As you see in there, we had some sort of weird glitch. It seems to be drawing the metal in now, but it wasn't before. It wasn't taking it from the broker for whatever reason, but it is now. It doesn't seem to be an issue. There we go. First mine up. Ludium. Let's run them all now while I'm standing here. Might as well harvest all of it. Ah, the power plant's up and running. Awesome. Saw all the lights come on. Now we've got power. That'll help us with our morale, as well as help these run a little bit quicker. As you can see, a minute 53 or 50 seconds roughly to run all of these. So it takes a while to harvest this material. And these are actually not supposed to be alludium. These are supposed to be luminite. Let me change that. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 5 minutes. Now it's down to 2. Mainly it's down to 2 because I've got the tools and the power and the machinery. Lowers the time it takes to harvest. Very good. Still takes a long time though, which is why it takes a long time, which is why I need to let those stockpiles get up there high, because we're going to need a lot of this material to build starships. As you can see, we got a citizen, it looks like. So we did have a citizen spawn in. That's pretty awesome. He was just moving around. So that's how some of these buildings are popping up, because we do have a citizen walking around, starting construction. I'm assuming he came from this house here. That would be the only way he would have gotten here, I'd imagine. But yeah, very good. However, we are at the end of this episode. Not too eventful just yet. Having the lunar base set up, though, I feel is some of an eventful scenario. It is our first city outside of our actual own home planet, so kind of looking to the stars here, hoping to colonize this planet in the future. Get this base fully set up and operational. I'll show that off next time we come back. And then building some of our first starships. And after that, really, honestly, the galaxy is the limit. We're going to be going off and exploring all sorts of neat systems and places and stuff. So I'm really excited to do that with you guys. But do hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.